Hi guys, this is Deb. Wow, I am so sorry that this has come so choppy. I think I told you guys I got sick, and it was just one of those where it was hard to talk without coughing a bunch. So I just thought, it's probably best if I just steer clear. I have a little bit still where I'm coughing, but we are going to get through this. We only have 3 days left, 10, 11, and 12. So let's get let's get started. And we are going to start with number 10 here and see what is behind that. So number 9, I think we had some kind of ephemera almost. Let me just open that back up. Yeah, we had this, and we had some note cards in there. More shaker type items here. Let's take a look here. Let's see what we got. So this is interesting. We have these shaker type, or that's what it, yeah, look at that. That just makes me think that we're going to have some sort of shake or something, but maybe not. But look at that, you guys. We have flowers and little beads, all kinds of really cool things to use there. So I'm going to go ahead. Those are beautiful. They remind me like a little bit of, like fairy dust or, something like that. Maybe you would think about it. It's got stars and all kinds of really cool things. So I'm going to put those back in here. And I'll tell you, I don't know that I have one, but if I see, I think I do. We might be making a little shaker card. I think we could do it. Okay, so that's number 10. So let's pull out a piece of paper here. Oops, I got a piece that's kind of stuck there. Let's go ahead and look through here and just see if there's something that we say, oh, you know what, let's use this piece or that piece for one of our cards. And I think we've used this pink piece, I believe. And I don't know. Let's see. I'm looking at what it looks like there. And, I'm thinking let's use this piece here. And I'm going to just pull our cards in to see kind of what we've created, what we have used and haven't used. Because I don't think we've used. Nope, we haven't. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do, but we're going to pull this piece out and let's see. Maybe, I don't know. We'll pull out just a couple. Maybe this one too. We'll just pull them out so that we can then see if we want to use them or not. Okay. So we're going to do something with these 3. And then let's look at, we had these card pieces. Let's see if there's something here that we might want to pull in. If we are somehow making, these would be great for a little like pick folio, gotta say. I think we'll take this. No, we'll take this piece. I like that one. All right, so we're going to use that. And then I'll tell you what I'm thinking we're going to do. Not so much make a card, but we are going to make a front that we could put behind a pick folio type image. So I'm just looking here. All right, I'm going to just set this off to the side and we might come back to more pieces. So I'm looking out the corner of my eye here and I see Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, I think I have one. I have one. It's a used one, but it's going to work. All right. So what I want to do, because we're going to make a shaker card, what we're going to use to make that shaker card is one of these clear envelopes. So I had to take out this pretty card. Isn't that pretty? So we're going to use this, and we are going to make ourselves a pretty shaker card. So the first thing we're going to use, or not a shaker, we're going to make a shaker front. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to need a piece that is 4.5 by 4.5 by 5.5. That seems to be what might fit in this envelope, and it'll fit tightly, which is what we want. So I think I'm going to start with this piece here. This is crumb cake, and let's just see if we get. So I said 4.5 by 5.5, and that's 5.5. So I'm just going to see if it slides in nicely, because I want it to be a little tighter than I typically would, right? So we're gonna, and typically, right, our card is 4.25. Okay, yep. So it's too wide. So we're gonna go down to 4.25. Okay. We'll go just 4 3/8. All right, there we go. 4 3/8. And let's see if that fits in. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, so that is going to be kind of the front of our piece for our shaker card. All right, so we're going to take that back out, and we are going to decorate this for our front of our card. So we're going to look at what we have. So we have this right here. See if we put this in the center. I like that. All right. So we're going to do this, and then we are going to let me see if I have some. I think I might. Yep. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to cut this piece here. This will be our background. And then we'll stamp a nice kind of sentiment there in the middle here. Maybe for someone extra special or something like that. We'll put that in there. Okay, so we're going to go 4 1/8. 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay. So we're just going to kind of decorate this right on top. So what you can do is take this piece of cardstock, and then you can actually, oops, and I think I might have taken a little too much off on the one side, but you know what? I kind of like that. It's a little bit of a thicker border on that other side, but that's fine. Okay, so now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make sure that, all right. There we go. Now I'm going to take this as close as I can get it to the edge here, because all of our pretty shaker items, we want to make sure that those stay, visible for our card. So, all right. So kind of get that sitting nice and evenly. Move that down just a tad, or move it over, I should say, just a tad. And some of this might not be seen because we're going to gonna cover it up a little bit, right? All right, so there we go. So now what we want to do is we're going to have this in the center, and we're going to stamp something here, and then we're going to just put this right inside, excuse me, of our envelope, and then we're going to put some items around it, and that's what's going to make it. And then we can take it and put it on the front of a pick folio, or we could put it on the front of a card. Either way. All right, so let's take this piece here and stamp something on it. So let's just use, let's see, I guess we could use birthday wishes for someone extra special, because it's kind of like a shaker card, you know, it's kind of birthday-esque, right? All right, so let's take our stamp here, and let's use Misty Moonlight for our color. All right, now gotta make sure, always make sure, right, that we get our, so I'm gonna put that right, I guess right in the center here. I'm going to pull this out, probably totally out of your camera view. Sorry, guys. I'm hoping I can get this nice and straight there. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So I think we're just going to do we'll just do that. And then we'll decorate around it. So let's just stick with simple. All right, now we're going to go ahead and adhere this. Let's get these out of the way. So now we're going to put this right on top of our card here, or front of our like scrapbook thing. That's what I think I'm going to use it for, I think. But I am going to show you guys just all that we can do with it here. Okay. And let's just put that right in the center there. Now, I was thinking we could put, you know, string and some other things, but we want to keep things where our elements here that we have, right? We want to keep those out because we don't want them to get caught in our card here. Okay. So now what we're going to do, excuse me, is we are going to take our envelope here, and I want to make sure I do this correctly. Okay, so we're going to put this in here, and we have a slight, see how we have a little bit of that up here and a little bit of space down here. So what we don't want to happen is for things to get caught in the back, right? And then no one can see it. So the first thing we need to do is we need to take some of our items or little shaker items, and we're going to put those inside. Okay. So we're just going to take some and dump them right in. Whew, it looks like a lot, doesn't it? That is kind of a lot, but all right. So now I'm going to take it and I'm going to flip it over. And now I am going to make this as tight as I can make it. All right. I want that to stay shut because I don't want all my little pieces here that I have here. I want them to shake all around. Okay. All right, so that is pretty sealed. So that's good. That's good news. Now what we're going to do is now we can take this and we can actually create almost a a border around it if we want to. I'm going to see if I have, I don't know if I have any of those dies in here or not. And if not, that's okay. So, let's see. It probably will not do it. That's all right. But what we could do is take, and this is what I'm trying to think about, is getting, and maybe we'll just make this the front of our card. So what you could do is a couple different things, right? We have this nice little shaker part of our card. What you would want to do is to create something that's got a border. So this is our shaker piece, and we see the majority of this, but it's kind of covered under multiple layers. But let me see. I don't think I don't think I have a piece here. Let me just look real quickly. That I would say, oh, that would go well. I don't think I do. Where I can get like a nice circle or a nice border. So we might just leave this one just like this. So what you could do, excuse me, is I can take a piece, and I'll just cut a piece and put it on the back here. And that would be where I might write my message, or it could just be where you kind of cover up the back. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this to 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then what you could do is now I can take this piece and I can put it right on the back of this right here, and then it can be a full card. This can be my message, or I can do double that as well. So let me see. Oh, I got a piece right here. So let's do that. And that way at least we can kind of look like we have a finished card. So I'm going to do this just a slightly over, because it looks like I have slightly different margin. And then we'll go 5.5, and we'll do our scoring. And we'll make this white. Here we go. So we'll keep this kind of out because we're going to attach it right to the front of this card. So what I'm going to end up with is this nice kind of card front, and then this will be the back. Now I must say I would definitely use tear and tape for this. I don't think I would use, or I would use like Stampin' Seal. I'm not sure I would use like liquid glue, which is my favorite, of course, right? I like it all, but we're going to go ahead. Sorry, I think I was just off camera there. So you guys, I'm doing this over my lunch hour because I figured I have to get these done. It's like, what's behind the other 3 doors? I was so excited, and it's just been a little bit of a crazy, right? Just for me, at least. All right. How are you guys all doing and feeling? Everybody staying hopefully healthy on your end. Now I'm going to go ahead and put just a piece kind of across. And the reason is I want to make sure that pocket stays closed. And this little guy, your tool here, is awesome for these kinds of things. Now I'm just going to go along the edge here and pull off the paper. That will be super nice. Grab that. Okay. Excuse me. I still think I need a border. I'm gonna say. I still think I do. But we're gonna do this for now. Okay. And if I get a chance to grab my rectangle dies, I will get a border. I will get a nice border that we can use. All right, we'll do this one in the middle. Either way, we have a beautiful card, or front to a pick folio. The more pick folios I see, you guys, I don't know if you do, like, you know, those the mini albums is basically what they are, right? But they all have these like shaker fronts now, and they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. Okay, there we go. Nice and sticky. So we are now going to just line that up as best I can. Okay. And we are going to just put that right down there. And now I have got this nice shaker front with all those beautiful little gems. And that is going to fold and right up into a card. Now probably, you know what, I got this sheet right here left over. And I think I'll trim this down. And we'll put that inside and then another piece of white. And we'll be done. We'll call it good for now. Okay, so let's take about 1/2 inch off and 1/4 inch off here. And we will get a nice inside layer like that. There we go. And then we're going to have a nice place where then we can also see how this looks. Perfect. Just there. Might need a little bit more. I'm kind of totally eyeballing this, you guys. Yep. I need another 1/2 inch probably. Let's see. Perfect. All right. And then we'll just layer that in there. And that is going to give us a nice... The other thing it does is it gives us a nice hearty base on the back side too. When you create those layers inside your card, if you want more of a, you know, when you have a shaker in the front, you might want something that's a little bit more sturdy than on the back side as well, and this will give that to you. All right, yay. I love it. I love it. I love it. So just so you guys know, when the next time I show this to you, I might put a border around here, and then I can put a little ribbon and maybe some of those other embellishments that we have. And then we will end up with a very nice shaker card. But the big thing here that I see is all of our nice little shaker pieces are staying in the front of our card, which is what we want. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for joining. And yeah, we'll open up door number 11 and 12 pretty soon. All right. See you guys. Bye.